Hello, hello, hello. It is so good to be back on YouTube. I am so glad that you are here. This week was kind of weird for me. Even today feels like a little bit of a weird energy. I think there's a lot shifting for everyone with everything that's going on in the world and within us. And so I predict there's going to be a lot of change happening this month, but correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me at the end of November. But yeah, today I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk a lot about like boundaries and making sure that you understand what's triggering you and where those where that might stem from. So for me this past week, I have been so in my head, so in the clouds, just very spacey, not able to focus. I'm going through this thing. I don't know how familiar you guys are with chakras, but in the middle of your forehead is your third eye chakra. So for me, that's been opening up a lot. So I'm feeling a lot of pressure in my head and like tired and like mild headaches. But it's really interesting. But for me, that's kind of where I'm at. So my head has been totally in the clouds, daydreaming, zoning out. And so when I'm in that space and people try to come into my experience, like friends, family, acquaintances, I tend to get triggered very easily. And I think I just want to come on here and remind you all that it's okay to set boundaries when you're in that space. So if you have a day, or like me, a week where you are just very in your head, please feel free and take time to yourself. Feel free to set boundaries with people. Say, hey, I'm just not feeling good today, or I'm not in the right headspace for company. Because truthfully, when those people come over and you go from having all this time in your head to then having to be grounded in the present moment, it's very difficult to then have an experience together and be able to sit there and listen presently to that person, or be able to love them the way they need to be loved because you're somewhere else. And so that's the importance of boundaries in energetic terms, is just making sure that you're taking care of yourself, because in return it's also taking care of the other person. You're not giving from an empty cup. And even that, when you're in your head and you're being triggered, it just feels that much more intense. Like the other day, my mom invited me out to her house and I said, no, Mom, it's probably not a good day, because I knew exactly how I was feeling. But she somehow convinced me to go. And of course I showed up and I was in a pretty grumpy mood. And I was like, Mom, this is this can't happen. I can't come over here when I don't feel like coming, because I don't want to come here and feel grumpy towards you all the time. So I just wanted to kind of remind you that those days happen, and we got to take care of ourselves, because the triggers that occur in that headspace just feel that much more intense. Because when you're living up here and things are coming at you and disturbing you, it's just it's almost the feeling as if those things are just 10 times worse. So make sure that when you're visiting people, or when you want to communicate with people, that you're grounded and that you know that you can be present in that moment for them. That's what I've been working on, is just grounding myself, especially when I'm trying to communicate over social media or here on YouTube. I just need to get grounded before I'm able to communicate the things that need to be said, or I'm going to be drifting off and not knowing what I'm doing. Very spacey, and it's not enjoyable for anyone that has to be with me while I'm in that energy. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you can take something from this video and apply it to your own life. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below, and I'll definitely get back to you. Any questions about chakras or energy or triggers or setting boundaries, I'm up to talk about any of that stuff, so please let me know. I'd also be very grateful and appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe. I will leave my Instagram, my website, and now my new Facebook page down below, so check those out and give them a follow and a like as well. Yeah, I am just wishing you all the best, and thank you for watching my video, and we will talk to you soon. Sending so much love.